Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP. And I got to start with this because a lot of people think that XRP is Ripple and that Ripple is XRP. They are two different things. So you see, Ripple, a technology company that provides the most efficient solutions for sending money globally. XRP, an independent digital asset. The XRP ledger is the open source blockchain technology behind it. How is one related to each other? Ripple is the software company that uses XRP and the XRP ledger in its product, Xrpl. It does not control the digital asset or technology. Ripple does own 60 billion XRP. Approximately 55 billion is locked up in escrow. That number is lower today. The XRP ledger cannot be owned by any single entity. It exists independent of any one person or business, including Ripple. Who controls whether it succeeds or fails? The board, founders, and employees of Ripple. The community who deal in XRP use the technology or generally contribute to XRP or the XRP ledger. Who uses it? Financial institutions use Ripple's products. When it comes to XRP, anyone can use XRP. Build on the XRP ledger or list XRP on their exchange. Who owns it? The founders, investors, and employees who hold stock in Ripple own Ripple. Who owns XRP? Anyone can own XRP. The reason I also wanted to point this out is because a lot of people say Brics is never going to utilize the XRP ledger or use XRP because Ripple is a US-based company. First off, Ripple is like a global company today. But anybody can use the XRP ledger and XRP, and sanctions don't matter. I just wanted to point that out really quick. Counsel at the IMF, you say. Former Ripple Deputy Counsel, you say. Interesting. Jesse Chang, former Deputy Counsel at Ripple and Federal Reserve Bank of New York, is now on the council at the IMF, where she provides technical assistance to member countries and works on legal, regulatory, and policy issues in the areas of fintech, crypto assets, and central banking operations. Take a listen to what she says here.
Bank. But what if there were a way for Alpha Bank and Beta Bank to connect without even needing that? They could use, say, XRP. So this is the digital asset that's native to the Ripple consensus ledger. They could use that as a bridging tool. So in contrast to our previous examples, the hypos where it was fiat currency from end to end, each link along the way involved fiat currency. Here, banks like Alpha Bank and Beta Bank can use virtual currency to bridge that missing link just between them.
You see how she talks about XRP being a bridging asset built to bridge from point A to point B, anything of value. And again, the IMF loves Ripple and XRP. They also like Stellar and XLM. Ripple on the verge of buying back $1.4 billion in stock as IPO looms. Now, a lot of people are confused with this. I still see people saying that Ripple is buying back $1.4 billion worth of XRP. They are not. This is Ripple stock. And I actually think that Ripple IPO that's coming, that could be very good for XRP as well. But they're not buying back XRP. I want to stress that. Robinhood CEO Vlad Tenev says tokenization, next transition for financial services. So even Robinhood is all about tokenization. You don't have to squint too hard to imagine a world where stocks are on blockchains. According to Fortune, several big name Financial giants including BlackRock, Goldman Sachs are already exploring tokenization when assets like dollars and stocks are issued on blockchains. Tenet believes tokenization has the potential to cut out costly intermediaries for financial actions like trade settlements. So even Robinhood wants to get involved with tokenization. You see how big this actually is. Ripple XRP price prediction 2024 to 2025. Buying XRP before $1. Is it worth the risk? Yes. So when you look at these price predictions that they always put out, they always want to stay very conservative, or they're not looking at the big picture. They're not realizing what XRP is built to do. Because by 2030, I think we're going to be looking at a much higher priced XRP than $16.24. And even by 2026, I think the price of XRP is going to be higher than $5.47 as well. You know, sometimes the people that write these articles also try to shake people out, because I see XRP emerging as something of so much higher value than that within the coming years. Respect. Few people share the conviction this individual has about XRP. Put my life savings into XRP just over 3 years ago and have been steadily adding over the course of 3 years. I am a firm believer in what's coming. TikTok. You know how many people I see say that? So many people put everything that they have into this cryptocurrency. You know why? Because some people see how big this actually is. Other people, they sit around, they FUD, they bitch, they complain all about the price of XRP. Some people continue to stack and they ignore the FUD. They ignore all the noise because nothing can persuade them on where XRP is going. They know for a fact what is coming. And I seen it a long time ago. And in every single video that I do, I show you the growth around Ripple and the growth around XRP. And let me tell you something. I am so glad I buy the dips. And I have bought multiple dips along the way over the how many years now? Almost 6 years buying dip after dip. And I am so happy I've done it. You know, back then it took vision, and you had to really have a lot of vision to see where this was going. By 2022, I knew where this was going. I knew how big XRP is going to be. And let me tell you something, we have seen nothing yet. Cash holding of U.S. corporations at an all-time high of $4.11 trillion. So just imagine that. All these corporations are holding this kind of money, cash. Where do you think they're going to park that money over the coming years? Most of these same U.S. corporations are about to get involved with blockchain. They're about to enter this space, bringing all of that money with them. You know, Brad said by the end of the year, he sees the total market cap of crypto at around $5 trillion. And he said he was being conservative. I think we are going to most likely see $10 trillion plus. I think things are going to turn around very fast when it happens. Bitcoin might face a twofold surge on the market, according to the Bollinger Bands. So they're seeing the same thing that we're seeing for XRP with Bitcoin. I said the same thing. I think Bitcoin is going to have a fabulous run-up when it comes. I still don't think it's going to reach these price points, but I think it's going to have an incredible run-up. Most likely somewhere around 120K per Bitcoin. Brics, US dollars in hard cash worth millions flown to Zimbabwe. So while Brics is explaining the merits of de-dollarization to other countries, Zimbabwe is in dire need of US dollars to survive in a dysfunctional economy. Citizens of Zimbabwe are avoiding their local currency due to hyperinflation that engulfed the country for over a decade. Zimbabweans have taken refuge by hoarding US dollars to beat inflation, which helps them survive financially. Fintech companies in the US are providing them the service by flying plane loads of hard cash in US dollars to Zimbabwe. At least twice a week, a private jet lands in the guarded port of Robert International Airport in Harare. The private jet carries millions worth of hard cash in US dollars packed in various bundles. So we see a bunch of countries pulling away from the US dollar, and Zimbabwe is hoarding away US dollars at the same time. However, I think the US dollar is going to continue to lose value over time unless something turns this economy around. And you know, they could fix this current economy very easy with XRP and that on-demand liquidity. Housing defaults have skyrocketed. Such a run-up was last seen during the financial crisis. You know, there's a lot of defaults happening inside of housing, and I still see people trying to buy a house. Why? Because these houses are getting bought up by BlackRock and others. Home ownership is becoming a thing of the past. Prices are out of control. Private equity firms now own hundreds of thousands of single-family homes. This is the Great Reset in action. You will own nothing and be happy. You know, they're buying up and hoarding away these houses. Some of them go up as rentals. But you know, something is going to give in the housing market. And when this bubble pops, at the same time, I think we're going to see a massive run-up happening inside of crypto at the same time. And that's why I always told people, if you plan to invest in real estate, wait until the bubble pops. Buy the bottom of the housing market as well. Banks closed 30 branches in just 1 week. Is yours affected? You know, we see the banks closing all these branches because the banks are pushing over to digital. We're still going to see a lot of banks collapse over the coming months. And that has to happen by design because they have to consolidate the banks. It's the same reason I always point out that the banks are not a safe place to keep your money. You'd be better off putting that money inside of crypto. At least you'll get a lot of gains off of that money. The bank is never going to make you rich, is what I'm telling you. But a lot of people are starting to point out that there's signs of the Great Reset happening all around you. And even that massive crash that just happened, you know, with all the computer systems, they said that's all part of the Great Reset as well. Remember that massive cyber attack that's coming. So are we witnessing the Great Reset in real time is what I'm asking. Put it in the comments section down below. I want to know what your thoughts are on that, because I'm most likely going to do a Great Reset video in the next couple of days. But you know, we're XRP holders. No matter how this plays out, like I always tell you, we get rich in the end. And until it happens, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.